Hello everybody, it's Bezlis here, and welcome back to another episode of Infinite Skies. And here we are today at our Tier 6 Blood Altar. Well, actually it's not really a Tier 6 Blood Altar, but all of the locations of all of the runes are all laid out here. So we're up to Tier 2 there so far. This stuff, as well as some glowstone on the top, will make it to Tier 3. And then we've got a Tier 4 goes out to here. Tier 5, which includes beacons, and Tier 6 goes out there. Now that's going to take us a long time to go through all of those tiers, but I think it's looking pretty good. I really like the way that blood magic actually gets you to build a nice structure for your centerpiece of the mod. And I've also set up the whole area here to use no torches except for ones up here, which won't be there long term. They're just really there to stop things from spawning up there. Got rid of the torches, replaced them with carpenter's blocks with glowstone dust put into them to provide the lighting. And yeah, that's quite good. I also, to do some, make a whole lot of runic plates, are they called? Blood rune. They use runic slate. To make a whole lot of runic slates, I set up an input chest with a transfer node. I had it on hyper rationing. I'm not sure which way to go. I took that out at halfway through and did the rest all at once because it just dumps them all in at once. I think that might have been better for doing these low level slates. And then on the output, it's just got a filter to say don't pull out the arcane stone blocks. Everything else goes out, which in this case is the runic, or the slates. So what else have I been doing around here? Well, not a lot except for this, my Britannia setup. And this I all set up to specifically for us to make something today. So we've got a whole lot of endo flames here, a lot more than what I had last time. And because each mana spreader can really only handle the output of 4 endo flames, I've got it set up so that there are 2 mana spreaders per patch like this. In the middle is one of these Solignolia. Something like that anyway. This guy. So what this one does is it stops the magnet that I've got on, this one, from doing anything when I'm in this area and for items that are inside the area. So I can't, because coal's being fed up to these, I can't accidentally pick up that coal. Now, that's all well and good, but I don't want coal to continuously be fed up to here. We have mana pools here that are pretty full. And if we empty them out, actually let's do one of those first. Let's get ourselves a runic altar, one of these guys. There we go. He's going to go right in the center here. Now let's see if these are actually linked. I had a pool here before and they were all pointing at them, and that was fine. So yes, these, so they don't actually link to a specific thing, they're linked to a place, and because they're all feeding into there, that works. I did notice when I had these down at ground level, one or other of the side mana spreaders would feed into the front spreader, which was not what I wanted. So today, one of the things I wanted to get onto was the Runic Matrix, and to do that we have to make a few, I don't want those in there, have to make a few runes. So I'll start off by doing one of those, and we'll see exactly what happens here. 2, 3, it should, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the Rune of Water. It's got sugarcane, a fishing pole, a water shard, and bone meal, and 3 mana steel. That's pretty quick. I need some living rock. That's what I want. Some living rock. I'll need a few of those. So the runic altar, this guy, you put all the items on for the recipe, and we're going to be making, yeah, as I said, the Runic Matrix, which requires all of these runes. So we just did the water one. You put on all of those, it pulls in mana and drops it, pulls in mana into here, and once it's done, you drop on a piece of living rock and hit it with your wand. Now, we do have a couple of other ones to do, and I wanted to get to the point where it actually starts to, I'll just grab all of these, starts to need some more mana. So, drop that on, that, we're doing the fire one. I've got 1, 2, 3, what am I missing? This one, and 1, 2, 3. That's going to start doing its thing. Put that on, right click it. Now, has anything started firing up yet? No, we still haven't used enough mana. Oh, I thought it would go a bit quicker than this to use up some of this mana. So there, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now somebody is starting to feed mana up. These endo flames are kicking into gear because this pool has dropped below a certain threshold, and they will kick up the coal up here, start burning it, and fill up this until it gets back above the threshold. Now, how am I doing that? That's what I want to kick off so that I could show you this. Well, firstly, there's the coal that's coming in, and this is just a simple export bus from AE feeding coal in there, and then I've got item conduits feeding it out to dispensers. That's all pretty basic stuff. We have a timer here that will tick away, and every what is it set to? Every 5 seconds it puts out a signal firing off both of these droppers, which drop the coal actually underneath the ground here, and those flowers can pick it up through the ground, so that works. But it drops it off down into these little chambers, and why it's on 5 seconds is because the flowers take about 40 seconds to burn a piece of coal. So if 8 of them, divide the 40 seconds by 8 and you get down to 5 seconds. So this basically just keeps all the flowers going all of the time. Now the interesting part is this guy up here, a comparator, which is connected to the mana pool, and that outputs a redstone signal based on how full that mana pool is. So as it gets more full, the signal on the output here gets higher. We have coming in, and I think it's shift right click to go down, okay, a signal of 14, and this is a potentiometer from Draconic Evolution. Pretty easy to make, actually. Potentiometer, and a very useful thing. So not too bad to make, and you can set exactly the redstone signal that you want to come out. So that signal there is then going up and being negated away from the signal that's coming from the mana pool. So with it being set to, it was 15, wasn't it? 14. It means once the signal from the mana pool gets to 14, then this signal here will start going, which turns off the timer and stops the coal from being put out and stops the flowers from working. And I've got exactly the same system on all 3 sides there. So just got a couple more of these recipes to do. the air one, which is all light stuff. Put those down there. 1, 2, 3. And then hit that. And you can actually hear them kicking off again. It's probably one of the other pools has now got below its threshold. That will be this one over this side. And we now want the Manor Room. Now I made balanced shards, and the recipe for that is in a crucible. You put any shard with all of the other aspects. And the way I did it, which I think is pretty much the easiest way, is you just, for each balanced shard you want to get, you just drop in one of each of the different shards, and that then gives you a balanced shard. You do get extra stuff in there, and you just get rid of that. Shift right click the crucible and it spews out some purple gunk, and you clean that up and you're done. So let's put those items on. There we go. And drop one of those. And the reason why I want 3 spreaders coming from 3 different pools, so in total 9 mana spreaders to be feeding into this table, is for this next recipe, which I don't have everything for because I needed to make some blood runes. So blood runes are like so. I need my orb. Air shard's actually the most difficult one for me to get. I haven't automated that one yet. Let's just put a water shard in there. I'll need for now 4 of these for this recipe. I'll need some more, so let's grab some more right now. We'll need 20 in total. Switch to a different rune there, shard. We'll need 20 more in total for, in saying that I made one more than I needed, for our next tier of the blood altar. So let's get on to the Runic Matrix. So that needs 4 blood runes, an attuned stone, which we have sitting in this chest just here, and we need 1 each of these runes that we just made. So one of those, mana, earth, and air, and that's going to kick off. And this takes an awful lot of mana to do, which is why I wanted to set this whole system up. So having 9 mana spreaders feeding into this means it's going to take, well, 1/9 of the time. It's going 9 times faster. We can see that it's actually not going too badly. So, but we're going to leave that going for a while. It will probably be still a few minutes. And let's go put our next tier of blood altar together. To do that, we need some glowstone. 4 blocks of glowstone. The glowstone is going to go up on here, 1 on top of each of these pillars, there and there, and then that is not my pick. All of these are going to be filled in with these blood runes that we just made. That, oh, has it gone downstairs? Okay, through I go. So that one that it kind of stuck onto the side of is because that is a carpenter's block, and you can add extra blocks onto the side of it. So we don't want to do that. Okay, and we'll have 5 more in this side, which is the last side, and then we will be done, and we should, hopefully, if I've done everything right, see a tier 3 altar. Okay, so what is the next thing that I wanted to do? Well, last time I mentioned that I wanted to get the dagger of sacrifice, or sacrificial dagger, or something like that. This one here, yes, this one. So this is the one that you use to make, to be able to kill mobs to get LP, rather than using your own life essence to do it. So we need an Athana, which living wood twig shouldn't be a problem. Athana, got that, and it needed 2,500 life points in there, which I am pretty sure we have. So I'll just put that. This is going to pull it out. So to stop this from pulling it out, I'm just going to put a lever here. Turning that lever on will make this transfer node not work. So I can now put the Athana in. It will stay there and make us our dagger of sacrifice. Good stuff. Now, I've got a little knife. We need some mobs to kill here, and I don't really see any around the area. Well, I thought the best way for us to set this up for now, until I get to the point where I can do the Well of Suffering, which is a later tier thing to do in Blood Magic, is, let's see in our system. We have a division sigil, which is not activated yet. And I thought maybe we should activate that and get ourselves some cursed earth so that we can use that. Does it sound worthwhile? I think so. It also sounds slightly dangerous, but I think we should do that. We are probably past midnight already, so what I'll probably do is... how's this going? It's almost done. What I'll probably do is, I need to make myself a Silk Touch tool anyway. Nothing that I've got is Silk Touch. Maybe make myself a Silk Touch excavator so that we can get the cursed earth. So I'll get that organised and be right back once we get near the time for our sacrifice. And this should be well and truly done by then. It's just turning night here, and I've got myself this nice shiny excavator which has got Silky on it. So that's all good, and I've made myself a little area here to perform our little ritual to activate our division sigil and get ourselves some cursed earth. Now, I do have to get rid of these torches. I just didn't want mobs to spawn up here before I started this ritual. But what I'm planning on doing is sacrificing a cow up here on the altar, and then basically coming down here, I guess like a coward you could say, to dig out the cursed earth from below. It should be relatively safe. The mobs that are spawned on cursed earth generally have more, do more damage and have more health, so they're a bit more challenging, and there'll be a lot of them. So yeah, safety first, I think. But if you can see over here, first things first, let's go get our runic altar. And I put away my living wood and my wand because I didn't want too much precious stuff on me. Okay. Living rock. One of those. We've got time to do this. Chuck that on, and there we go. And we got the Thaumcraft wand trophy. Sweet! Well, that's awesome. Let's put this away. I do not want to go out there with this. We also actually get our runes back, which is also really, really handy. Get rid of that. Made myself a clock so I could see when midnight's coming up. I might be able to see anyway. I mean, you can look straight up and see where the moon is. But let's just come here and wait until it's midnight. I can get rid of these now. So, because I'm right here in this area. Let's get rid of these, make it completely dark, and test that everything's okay. So to test if your altar is set up right, you need an enchanting table with a redstone circle around it. It needs to not be lit from external sources, and I think the torch downstairs should be fine. And it needs to have open sky above it. Let's see. Too early. So and it needs enough natural earth. So it tells you if you shift right click on it with the division sigil, it will tell you what the state is. And when the time comes, the division sigil will actually start glowing. So we're not far away. The division sigil has just started glowing, so let's do this thing. Put your cow on top of there and kill him. And then let's just get out of there. Well, let's have a look at it first. So if I come out, you have to see there are mobs spawning and we've got a whole lot of cursed earth. In fact, they're not spawning very fast, but oh, I'll just come down here. Oops, fly over it. I might end up with some shots on me while I do this, and the handy thing here is I have a magnet, so that makes this all very easy. Just means I can't hold shift while doing it. They're probably all standing on the block just above me. Whoa, creeper. Oh, I don't really want to do the ones right there just yet. Whoa! Skeleton. So, now we have anything else I take, they could actually land on here. So I think I'll reduce my space here a little bit, just down to the 1 block. Then I can get some more of this safely. So what is left? 1 spider. And there we go. Pretty safely done. Got ourselves a activated division sigil, and we've got a lot of cursed earth. I'm not going to set up there this episode. I might actually do it in between episodes and show you what I've got afterwards. But that will be all for this episode. I think that we've done quite a lot here. We have, well, I showed you around some of the changes that I've made. We made this Runic Matrix in my hand. It's rather small in my hand, actually. Next time, we'll actually set up the Runic altar and maybe do an infusion. Yeah, do some kind of test infusion on there. We also got to the next tier of the blood altar, and we have got cursed earth now so that we can get on to making a spawning room for getting our LP that way, using that handy dandy, which I don't have on me, sacrificial dagger. So, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the episode, and I hope to see you again next time. Take care, have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye!